by something giant, every bit as big as what I caught this morning on the 5XD. Took drag like right away, damn near snatched the rod out of my hands. Catch bass at all costs. That's savage. I was just cranking that thing off this point, dude. We are back with special guest, Jam Master J, the Barcroft bass slayer. Thanks for having me, brother.
No problem.
You want to talk to the tube and just tell them what the heck's going on so they don't have to see my ugly face for the 50th time in a row?
Yeah, we're launching here at Lake Barcroft. It's a private lake, so unfortunately, unless you're a resident or guest, you're not going to be able to get out here too frequently. But yeah, we got some really calm conditions this morning. Bluebird skies, perfect for a big bass, I think.
I think. Usually the bluebird skies and flat, calm water is not conducive for a great bite. Barcroft bassin'. Here we are. The start of the fall bite. Hopefully. It's always hopefully with the fall bite, I tell you. In my experience, it's quite underwhelming.
Nah, dude. The fall bite here is fire.
Ooh, Jay says otherwise, and I believe Jay. Don't get me excited, bro. You know how I get when I go fishing, man. I'm excitable. But I mean, comparatively to the early spring bite, I love the early spring bite, so I'm always hoping for something similar in the fall, and I just never get it. So maybe Barcroft will show me different. That's the thing about fishing. You just never know, so you gotta go. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta go out, figure them out, see what's happening. And that's what we're gonna do today. The second time on Barcroft in 3 weeks. First time I ever fished it was with him 3 weeks ago. Temperature has come down a bit at night. You know, we're getting in the upper 40s, very low 50s. So the temps should have come down about 5 to 6 degrees in the past 2 weeks. I don't have a depth finder on here. We didn't last time. So crankbait is gonna be essential in searching these fish out. We'll go to finesse if we have to. I've got a pretty versatile lineup of like 4 different setups. So that's what we're gonna do today, guys. We'll start off. Obviously, I'm gonna start off with a crankbait. I don't know what he's gonna do, but I'm sure he'll lead the way because he certainly did last time with that underspin. Warriors! This is gonna be my first offering. This is a V&M bladed jig by the Trap House. Now, nothing on point number 1. Now we go to point 2.
So I'm gonna try to only use hard baits today.
Which means excluding the
underspin.
That is so not like you, man. I'm not hitting the bottom, so it's deep. We're gonna hold off on the crankage for a sec. Jerkbait. I call this one nuclear taco. And guys, just for a tip, if you're throwing a jerkbait, throw it on a spinning reel. I'm not even gonna go into explaining why, because I'll take like 10 minutes. It's more conducive to good action, okay? Lighter line. You get more erratic action, more control. I don't like having my wrist have to do this type of crap when I can just twitch like that. That's the short and simple of it. Texas crawl, Strike King. It is incredible. Thing catches fish. So let's put it in the water. This is Jay's area where he caught that 4. We're gonna put a Reaction Innovations little beaver, smallie beaver. Black and blue.
Oh yeah, it's a big one, dude.
A Barcroft bass. Number 1 of the day. Ooh.
Very big. Not bad.
Nice. Yeah, Jay.
Yeah, he's got it good. You know how to get it.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, he's bleeding all over your boat. Watch out.
Alright,
I'm gonna have to do some surgery for the boy.
Sick.
I mean, it did get your line. I don't know how.
That's...
I don't know how, but he's gonna be all right. There you go, buddy.
Oh yeah, you can.
The fish dock. You want me to let your fish go?
Yeah.
All right. I will hold it for Jay. That is his beautiful fish that he didn't even try to catch, as usual.
That's what happens with the Senkos, guys. You don't even have to try the bait.
Nice fish, Jay.
Bloody fingers.
Oh, wow. That tactic is working. All right, guys, so we're working our way down the first shoreline that we're really focusing on, you know, really actually fishing. So, 5XD versus a Yozuri what?
3X.
3X. Okay, there you go. Let's take a look at this beauty. So I've got Jay out here cranking. He said he has not had like a nice crankfish in 2 years, so we need to change that today, but we're gonna try and see what they want. Do they want the ever so enticing 5XD or that Yozuri? Only time will tell.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Get him in there. Get him in there, Jay. Yeah! Oh! Jay. Oh, Jay.
Dude, that's like a 5.
Dude, on the crank.
Very nice. Dude, I didn't believe it.
Oh, that's a toad. Oh, that's a toad, dude. All right, there she goes. A Barcroft beast in the sun. Look at her. You want to weigh her? Let's weigh her. You got a scale, right? You guys see that? 5'3". Just like that, guys. Fall bite is on, baby. 5XD. That's why you need a crankbait. All right, mama. So now we have 5'3" plus 2.5.
That's sick, dude.
All right, warriors. That's why I throw a 5XD. As I've stated many times, this is the only bait that I'll throw that's not mine. Legit, because of that. This body is so super trademarked that it's very hard to find a blank that's an exact duplicate. So, you know, I'll swallow my pride and I'll throw a 5XD. I have no problem with that because it works. You guys saw that, gizzard shad color, real natural, in this really murky water. So you never want to doubt the fish's ability to be able to find something. So when you're throwing like a natural color or even a translucent color, something that's not fully opaque, something that's a little bit see-through or translucent, even in murky water, you know, as long as it's not chocolate milk, have confidence in that. This bait, you can pretty much see through in the sunlight. It's very translucent, and the fish have no problem finding it in stained water. So the shad are gonna be the same way. They're natural food source in this lake, and we're duplicating that. I don't know if the natural color matters. We're gonna find out. We're gonna fish next to each other for a few and, you know, see which crankbait is doing the job. That one, that fish hit it like a classic freight train crankbait fish. It came over a little bit of cover, a rock or something, I'd assume, and then immediately I felt just the pop and like the stop of the crankbait. And I set back into her, she fought, got her in. That's that. First fish of the day. We're already at 8 pounds together. So, I mean, it's bound to get better. Let's try to break 15 today. We did that at the tidal basin on foot. We can do it on the boat. All right, so that last fish was, you know, he was off the shoreline, but not quite up on it. So I'm hitting the shoreline as close as I can up against the seawall, and then I'm bringing it out. And the depth here is pretty much perfect for this bait. I mean, it's gotta be an average of like 12 feet. And the key is when you find an area that you're just nonstop deflecting and you're not dragging anything back on the trebles, it's a clean deflect the whole way back, that is a shoreline you want to focus on with the crank. You get too many leaves or grass on those hooks, then it's not a good shoreline to be at for the crankbait. If it's a hard bottom, clean deflections, money. Oh, on the crank, baby! Go, Jay! Go, Jay, on the crank!
That little one on the
yes! That's a good sign, though. That is a good sign. I'm proud. I feel so proud. Jay actually threw a crank today.
Whoa.
And they're wanting it too. They're getting hooked. Jam master. Oh, wow. There are definitely fish on that at some point. All right, we're at our next little area. I don't know. We got 2 fish on the crank on the same type of bank. Oh yeah. Long cast, long cast. Get the 5XD down there in the strike zone. Then you start feeling stuff and then you slow down a little bit. Keep it a little bit, keep it steady though. Keep grinding the bottom, deflect, deflect. And then with any sort of luck, a big fish will come up and pop. So as Jay pulls up in this corner to pee, I'm observing the bottom in this clearer water. Definitely a drastic difference in water clarity over here. I can see shell, literally shell on the bottom with rock mixed in. And this is where I started catching my first crankbait fish last time, so promising. Hopefully we nail a fish off of this. Money. There it is. Oh, is that a fish? Yeah, I told you, I knew they'd be there. I knew you'd be there, you little, come here. Oh, that's a big crappie. Good Lord. That is a giant crappie.
Eat him.
Nah, he's gonna get my mercy. He's gonna get the mercy. Look at that thing. Good Lord. So we started off pretty strong, guys. We had like 8 pounds in the boat within 20 minutes. Now, an hour or two later, we have nothing else. Typical bass fishing. Still having a great time out here, man. As you guys can tell, it's a beautiful, beautiful fall day. Fall arrived late this year, and I have no problem with that. That gives us more time to fish for them throughout November, or October and November. We're gonna fish this for another 3-4 hours, something like that, depending on the bite. You know, we both pretty much have all day, but we're only gonna spend as much time as the bass tell us to, if that makes sense. So if they're biting hard, we'll stay out. It's all good. Another crankfish, guys. Awesome. Ate it. Absolutely freaking fish filleted it. There you go, guys. That's why we do it right there, 5XD. If I haven't turned you on to a crankbait on my channel, then you're probably asleep watching. So he swiped at it, he got it in his mouth and on the side. All right, all right. Look at this, man. I feel like Brozak is my twin. In his last video, he caught a Mondo sunfish. That's what he said, Mondo. Look at that, and he got fully hooked, like fully. I didn't even know he was there. He just wanted to come say hi, so we had to oblige. All right, it's a bit too shallow to crank back here, so I'm gonna go with the custom jerkbait. Hopefully you guys can see all aspects of that, because it's really pretty. I like it.
Hammer. Oh, it's on it. Oh, what the fuck?
Jay forgetting what a fish feels like over here. No love on the jerkbait.
Your man.
Nice, that's a better one.
Oh, turn on my camera. Oh, there we go, you guys. Oh, yeah.
Last second of the fight. Boom. All right, now show him, Jay. Show him this guy. There we go.
Decent one.
Solid fish.
He probably hit that 3 times before I actually hooked him.
Eat the jerkbait, please. Oh my God. Oh, he came off. Oh my God, that was a pig. Did you see that? That was huge. That scared me. Literally scared me. I was like, no way. It just stopped. I just had a freaking obnoxious tank just stopped the jerkbait in its tracks. Pulled, I mean, damn near pulled the rod out of my hand. Took drag immediately. So that's when you know, that's telltale big fish. I had him for a second. Like, I don't know how that fish got off. There he is, there he is.
Big one?
Nah. But it's a JB fish. Oh, I'm gonna have a freak out. There you go. Jerkbait fish. That is the magic. Had me a much bigger bite. That was probably his little, his son or cousin, but it was not the father or the mother. We want the mother.
Hitch this guy under that boat. Whoa, look at what he spit up.
Shad.
Oh, look, he's been a
Bunch of shad.
Man, this guy's bulimic, yo. Not a bad fish. Long. Look at him. He's probably like a 17-inch fish.
Graceful. On the JB. Small fish, but still, man. It's always an extra layer of gratification when it's on your own stuff.
Alright, sounds good. I appreciate it. I'll be there at 9 on Thursday. Alright, thank you.
Is this camera on? This camera is on. I don't even know if that got anything.
I got a job interview on Thursday.
Nice. Jay's back here answering a job interview call. I'm over here answering the call of duty to catch bass at all cost. Be done. He ate it. See ya. Nice. 5 Nice, 5XD. So if you guys haven't guessed already, I'm probably gonna throw the 5XD for the rest of the day. Mostly I'm using it because it's a search tool. You know, without a depth finder, when you're just fishing, you gotta go old school. You gotta use these tools that can help you understand the bottom contour. Now, if you wanna go the slow route, you can do a Carolina rig or you can drag a jig. I'm more impatient than that, so I need something that's gonna get down there quick, figure it out, bump the bottom, and then tell me what the heck I'm going through. So that's kind of the advantage and the strength of throwing a crankbait as a search tool in a situation where you do not have a depth finder. That wind-blown point, amen. Good night. I just know there is another big fish waiting for me on this 5XD. This thing is just, it's getting down there so much further than I ever have. Because I've got the settings on this reel perfect now. It took me 4 hours. I'm still mad about, oh, look. Oh my God. Right, oh my God, I knew it was coming. And I had the GoPro on and I turned it off like a freaking fool. But look, we got another, yeah, we got another nice one on the 5XD, ladies and gents. I just told you that, didn't I? I was like, I know another big fish is coming. But I turned the camera off when I hooked it because it was like right there. Solid. There she goes, 5XD.
Nice, dude.
This is why Matt needs to get with your boy for a crank vid. Cause we on him. We on him, son. It's a nice fish, dude. Should have taken that 5XD, buddy. Jay is a man of pride. I admire that. But I too had to put down my pride for a 5XD because I want to throw my customs, but I mean, damn, a 5XD is a 5XD. Thanks, babe. Long, healthy fall fish. Cranking them up now. We got a good limit. That was lit. Today was all about making the fish react. There's plenty of bait in here for them to eat. So I don't think it was so much us matching the hatch and getting them to eat because they were hungry. I think it was more so coming across fish that were feeding on something similar to the bait I was throwing, but the way in which I presented it was to get a reaction. So these deflections in the same general area as bait fish that they're chasing already, these deflections of the 5XD in that natural color, the gizzard shad, had them going crazy. Like they just had to take it. It's like a $100 bill being dragged in front of you and you have 0.2 seconds to decide whether or not you're gonna grab the $100. And my guess would be you'll grab it. That's what they do with the 5XD, luckily for me.